They officially threw up the Trilogy Challenge rounds. Blueberry Thicket, Lakeside, Crow's Nest. None of them are all that hard. I'm going to do 2 quick run-throughs because Blueberry and Lakeside are already open and available. Hole 1 on Blueberry. I know the Warship will make it, but I'm going to give it a little bit of an ace run with the Sapphire. Don't have to full power it, and I'll come in. I was too far over. I needed to slide it over a little bit, but I'm not really worried about missing any of the throw-ins on this or putts that I might have. So there's the first bird. Next hole, hole 2, same thing. Warship will make it. I can kind of give it a little bit of a ace run by going Sapphire and throwing it with less full power. And I needed a little bit more power. My line was pretty good though. Another quick easy throw in for another bird. Although with the wind to 3 I gotta be careful not to overthrow it because I will have my disc lift and it will cost me. Hole number 3 is the one potential eagle hole on this. You can get this Sapphire right down the gut to have yourself anywhere from 120 to a 90-foot throw-in, and I didn't quite get it down as far as I have. 106 feet. This should be doable. It's a little bit rougher, and nope, I was off to the side just enough that I missed. So instead of the one eagle possibility, it is a bird, meaning 9 down without an ace is the best I can do. This hole, I can kind of throw this right over the top side here and go for a little bit of a, nope, once more. At least I didn't get caught up in the trees, so I can make my clean putt for bird number 4. Moving on, the Glide Warship makes this easy. The windbreak does not, and I forgot to move over. And I was going to wind up too high anyways. You can get a nice little run at it with the Sapphire. You've got the hill as a backdrop, so there's no worry about going OB long, so you can just kind of run the ace. Hole number 6. This one, I know the EMAC judge can get the distance. This wind will slide me over awkwardly, so I need to try and maybe split the difference between the tree and not. And I put angle on it that I didn't want to put on it. But I had plenty of height distance. I just didn't get my angle right to ace run that one as well. Throw in the putt. Bird number 6. Having 3-starred all 3 of these courses in one run on my Challenged Valley playthroughs, nothing here is really worrying to me at all. Warship up to down below the basket just to get a nice little bird. I didn't want to run a Sapphire at that one because it can roll away. Hole number 8, way uphill, so grab the Sapphire, put a bit of Anheuser on it so it'll come right up and skip up this hill very nicely, so you don't have to worry about awkward uphill putts. Giving bird number 8. And final hole, you can power down the Sapphire, but it's a lot less risky than just grabbing this Warship, going super high, Anheuser, and just let it stall out, and it'll land pretty flat and slide somewhere in this little gap here to give you a clean putt. 9 down. It's not as good as my main account. I did get the eagle on my main account earlier in the day. Lakeside is also up at the moment, so I'm going to quickly play that. I'm going to give this an ace run with the Sapphire in this wind. I messed up with the wind, which puts me out way long, which really makes the bird a little bit rougher, especially in the 3 wind. I gotta be careful not to overthrow it. And I didn't overthrow it, but I had angle on it. Without the accurate modifier, anything past 80 feet starts to swing out one side or the other, and you start chaining, which is rough. This hole, pretty routine bird. You can just rip the sapphire up here. It'll skip up. Pretty nice. Clean distance to get the eagle. This one has a couple really obtainable eagles with these 3 discs, so that shouldn't be any issue. Still be down from the score I want. Zip the warship just onto the island. I don't want to risk the sapphire going long and sliding off to get an OB stroke for landing in the water. So, bird there. You cannot make the albatross throw with this, so you're forced to just go for the eagle throw, which, nice little forehand to the hill. But you can attempt the throw in with the sapphire for the albatross, and you know, my height might have been perfect, but I went too far over because I was expecting it to fade more. But nice little eagle nonetheless. Pretty routine there. This hole, warship onto the first island. You can underpower the sapphire and get a little bit closer, but I don't want to risk it at this point. Grab the warship, throw it as hard as possible. It doesn't have any chance of throwing in for the eagle, but it does skip up nice to a clean, easy putt. Hole number 6, mandatory around this corner. Without the extra glide, you give up your chance at the ace because it just doesn't quite have enough. It starts to fall. The line's right there, though, if you have the extra glide version. I'm really glad they fixed the tree branches batting your putts smack down, because that would have not have been a bird like a couple weeks ago when that was going on. 295, I can throw this, and it's still pretty easy. No chance at the ace with the warship there. The sapphire you can, but you can also skip way long. The sapphire tends to slide more because it's a much faster disc than the warship. Warship, you can make the island every time in all winds with the extra glide disc. This one has a couple winds that you can't make the island because it just kind of skates over. No chance at the ace. It doesn't have the glide to stay high enough long enough. There might be an eagle play here to go to the right hand side, but the safe play is to do an island hop, warship to this one, judge to the next, and then warship down onto the last island to get your bird. Playing with the height, you can guarantee the island in 3, meaning you've got a putt for bird no matter what. Playing to the left without the height, it's a lot harder to make because you have 2 longer throws in a row. 10 down, 9 down, 10 down, crow's nest to go. We'll see what happens.